You are a part of the free Yoga Reset tutorial in which you are learning how to balance your nervous system, calm your mind, recharge your depleted energy systems, all within a short, contained yoga practice. My name is Ethan Hill. If you're stumbling onto this via YouTube, welcome. Thank you for being here. I do recommend you start with the beginning of the tutorial so that you gain all the background and foundations. You can find that linked in the description below. And all of that so that we can start understanding what's happening here. In Yoga Reset nervous system tip number 4, which I call claiming. Now, you may have heard of affirmations before on either your spiritual journey or just out there on the interwebs. Affirmations are basically a way to both change our internal state and try to get closer to some goal that we're attaining. So, for instance, an affirmation could be, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am happy, I am free. Claiming is more or less along the same lines, except somehow, in my experience, claiming seems to come from a more grounded point of view, whereas affirmations often come from this lustful, desirous ego mind. Which is to say, sometimes when we affirm things that we don't honestly believe, or we affirm things because we're trying to get things that we were conditioned to want to get rather than what's for our highest alignment, well, then it kind of defeats the entire purpose. Affirmations should be used ideally for internal states rather than for externally driven ideals or outcomes. And that's why I like claiming so much. So this is how it's going to work. After you're done with your meditative analysis or your quick nasal cycle test, and basically you've determined within yourself, am I on a peak or am I in a valley? And of course, the goal being to come back to some sort of balance. Once you determine that, then you'll apply this technique. So you'll just cultivate a few adjective states that you want to feel within your body. Notice I'm not saying, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds or I want to get a promotion. No, we're going for present moment feelings. Like if you had the ultimate choice, if you were the author of your life, how would you like to feel in any particular moment? Once you've come up with a few adjectives, those can just list in your mind. Claiming is just a matter of presencing those feelings. So you start off by saying, I want to feel ease. I want to feel peace. Okay, well, I want to feel, you turn basically into an am statement. I am at peace. I am at ease. What that does, and especially if your word is good, which is to say if you don't tell many lies, you can use these statements as a way to transform your mindset instantaneously. Now, okay, yeah, if you're feeling a little bit cheesy, if you're saying something that you don't quite believe, that's also not where we want to be. Instead, you just transform the claim a little bit into something that is true. So, for instance, rather than saying, I am at peace, which you don't quite feel authentic saying to yourself, you will change it to, I am open to feeling at peace. You see that subtle shift in how I am open to is hopefully true, which will eventually birth that peace that you're seeking. A second note, I'm also not saying that bad feelings and trying to escape from them is necessarily the goal here. Occasionally we need to dive into our own psyche and pull out and clean all the mess that's kind of hidden there. So this shouldn't be used for you to avoid the deeper, more sinful, karmic aspects of your own subconscious mind. So let's just practice. Close your eyes. Sit upright. If you're doing these sessions back to back to back to back, hopefully you already have some idea of how you're feeling. But if not, take 30 seconds in silence and tune in with your body's needs in this moment. And just come up with a couple adjectives of desired feelings, internal states, not external things that you like. And from here, just presence it. I am, fill in the blank. And repeat that to yourself. If you're just saying it with the mind, that's not enough, right? Your mind needs to transform into electrical pulses down and shoot through the spinal cord. So for instance, if your claim is that I am at peace, well, then it's not enough just to have that thought. That thought needs to transform into muscular tension being decreased in your body. And again, if it's not happening for you, just change it to, I'm open to feeling, fill in the blank. Good. Again, this is something that you get better at the more your word or your intentions line up with your actual actions. The more honest you are in the world, the more you're able to transform your mindset on a dime. Go ahead into the next video and page where I detail our next nervous system tip, which is an ancient yoga technique called Nadi Shodhana. See you there.